Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a pretty highly requested video. I often get asked from like teenage boys to do like what I recommend for teenage boys. So I'm going to go ahead and do a top 10 list of what I think are the best colognes for a teenager. So this can be anywhere from like 15, 16 to like 19. It's whatever. I feel like these are all appropriate for any of these ages. So let's just get into the list. I have 10 fragrances here, and yes. The first fragrance that I'm going to recommend is one that I talk about quite a lot on my channel, and it is Versace Eros. Now, Eros is the king of clubbing. Like, for me, it's one of the best clubbing fragrances that you can wear of all time. You can wear it in any time of year. I feel like it can be worn summer, autumn, winter, spring at nighttime for sure. It can be a little too strong to wear in the day in like summertime, but at night it's perfect. Versace Eros, if you don't know, it has this minty kind of feeling to it. It's got a freshness, but it also has this beautiful sweet vibe to it as well. Super intense, super strong, super long lasting. In my opinion, like I said, one of the best clubbing fragrances that you could ever wear. It is so good and very, very, very highly complimented as well. I personally, when I used to go clubbing, used to compliment a lot of guys wearing Eros, and it's a fantastic fragrance. Next up, we have HUGO Boss Bottled Intense. Now, again, one of my personal favorites. I love Boss Bottled Intense. It is such an incredible DNA. It's very sexy. It's very spicy, so you do have to like more spicy fragrances. It has cinnamon, like cloves. It has apple, vanilla. It's aromatic. There's some lavender in there. So what I would say is that you mostly get like this spiciness along with this sweet apple vanilla vibe. It's still got a little bit of a freshness there as well, but it's just a fantastic scent. I love it, and I personally find it very, very sexy. Next up, we have another one from Versace, and it is Versace Pour Homme. This one is your signature scent. You could wear this fragrance all year round, summer, autumn, winter, spring. You can wear it to school, to work, to a lunch, on a date. You can literally wear this fragrance anytime, anywhere, to go to the shop, to run errands. It's perfect for any situation, any occasion, all year round. It could definitely be your Swiss Army knife fragrance, and it's just fantastic. It's very fresh, clean, a little aromatic. It has this beautiful, fresh, soapy cleanness to it, which I love. It's got a bit of a citrusy feeling and a tiny bit of a sweetness in there as well to give it a bit of a sexiness. So Versace Pour Homme, fantastic, and you can also find it for a really good price. So I'm going to link all of the fragrances down below for you guys if you're interested. Next up, we have Ultramale from Jean Paul Gaultier. Yes, this one obviously had to be in the list because this fragrance is super sexy. It has this very, it's similar-ish vibe to Versace Eros. Jean Paul Gaultier Ultramale, it has a pear note in the fragrance, which is very sweet and a little syrupy. It has some cinnamon in there, so it's got a little bit of a spiciness and like an aromatic feeling, and it definitely has this masculine feeling to the scent as well. So overall, you get like a little bit of a freshness in the opening, you get the very sweet vibe from the pear and the vanilla, and you get the spicy aromaticness from like the cinnamon in there. So super, super sexy fragrance. You're gonna get noticed with this one. Again, I would wear it in the same situation as Versace Eros because it's more of like a clubbing scent. It's very loud and obnoxious. So yes, Jean Paul Gaultier Ultramale. Next up, we have one from Yves Saint Laurent, and it is L'Homme. Just the original L'Homme EDT. It is such a fantastic scent. Again, I would recommend this one in the same situations as like Versace Pour Homme. You could wear this one all year round, summer, autumn, winter, spring. You could wear it on a date. It's definitely a good and very safe date fragrance for sure. You could wear it to school, you could wear it to work, you could wear it absolutely anywhere, and it's appropriate. Yves Saint Laurent L'Homme, it's such a fantastic fragrance. It's one that I personally recommend to a lot of people as like a first fragrance because it's so, again, it's a Swiss Army knife scent. It's got some beautiful ginger note in there. It's a little spicy and fresh and a little bit citrusy, but then there's a little bit of a sweet and masculine feeling in the base of it, and it's just very, very, very sexy, very classy, and it smells very like the perfect guy. You're a well-behaved boy. So I love this fragrance, and yeah, it's a very sexy one and one that you could wear all year round, any time of year. Next up, we have a cheapie, and it is CK1 Shock from Calvin Klein. This one is very heavy, very thick, very sweet, so I would definitely recommend it in the fall and winter time, and definitely for like a night out situation. This one has tobacco, it has amber, it's very sweet and spicy as well. It's a really great fragrance, and if you're on a budget, this one is the perfect fragrance for you. Like I said, for the fall and winter and for a night out. It's a little too thick and heavy to wear in the summertime and the spring, but for the other occasions, it's absolute perfection. So Calvin Klein CK1 Shock. So next up we have one from VIKTOR&ROLF, and it is SPICEBOMB Extreme. One of my favorites, one of my personal favorites from the list. It is more of a pricey scent, definitely more of a pricey one in this list, but it is so good. Again, I recommend this one for the fall and winter. For a date night, this is your date night scent easily. It has vanilla, it has lavender, it's very sweet and warm and aromatic and spicy. It is just one of my favorite fragrances actually of all time for a man. In the designer world, it's one of the best. And it's very sexy, very warm, very inviting, and you're definitely going to be remembered by this fragrance. So SPICEBOMB Extreme from VIKTOR&ROLF. Don't feel pressured to buy it because it is more expensive, but if you can spend a little more, it's definitely one that you should have in your collection. So SPICEBOMB Extreme. Next up we have one from MONT, and it is Explorer. Now this one, if you don't know, it's kind of like a take on a very popular niche fragrance for men called Creed Aventus. And MONT Explorer does a very safe and very wearable, really good version of Aventus. So we have bergamot, it's got ambroxan, it's a citrusy, woody, a little musky, very, very masculine, very, again, it could be your Swiss Army knife all year round, summer, autumn, winter, spring, any occasion, any situation, it's an appropriate fragrance. It's definitely very fresh and loud, and you're going to get noticed with this scent for sure. Actually, all of these fragrances in the list, you're going to get noticed. So I love it, and I do really recommend it if you want something that's very versatile that you can wear anytime. School, work, clubbing, anything. This fragrance is fantastic. So MONT Explorer. It's definitely for the person who likes a little more fresh fragrances rather than the sweet, heavy ones. And the final fragrance is another one from Yves Saint Laurent, and it is Y Eau de Parfum. I personally am obsessed with this scent. I think it is fantastic. I really didn't like the first version of the fragrance, the Y Eau de Toilette, but the Eau de Parfum is fantastic. I'll have a bottle inserted on the screen. This one is amazing. It's a little sweet, it's aromatic, it has apple, a little bit of like this syrupy almost feeling to it, but not too much. There's a bit of an aromatic touch from the sage note in here. It's just an incredible fragrance. I love it so much, and I think it's such a great one for a teenager. This one is very versatile as well, all year round, every single day, any situation. Again, Swiss Army knife fragrance. I personally love it. I think it's very sexy and very appealing to everyone. So Yves Saint Laurent Y Eau de Parfum is my final recommendation. So that is it, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed the video and hearing about my top 10 recommendations for teenagers. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.